So residue breakdown is natural decomposition of crop residue or organic mulch as expected with crop and conditions. Is that yes or no?
Yeah, so Gordon, what we have to do is really rely on that information from that producer interview to find out what crops the actual cash crops that were grown on this field. So looking back at that interview information, we see now that we have, of course, have a living cool season cover crop, but it was planted into a cover crop of warm season species that was planted after a wheat harvest a fall before this. So
I see very little wheat left.
Very little wheat. So to identify this, well, of course, we have to rake back the existing residues and kind of see if we can see a timeline or a history of species of plants. So we have our living here, and it would be very important to know what the species were that were in the actual warm season cover.
That was
millets, cowpeas, and radish.
The millet
So
straw over here, but that's not, the wheat straw seems to be gone.
The wheat straw is gone because, of course, you know, in thinking of those species, the ones with the higher CDN ratios are going to stick around a little bit longer. Of course, the legumes like the cowpeas, they're going to be pretty much gone. But, you know, the biggest thing we can look at here is to see if we actually see layers of those different residues, and you could actually track back crop years. So if we could do that, then we could consider that residue breakdown wasn't sufficient. And of the residues that we do find that are not greening living, that, you know, kind of...
The millet right there.
There's the millet. Okay, so you got a seed head there. And the thing to think about that millet, of course, it was kind of a stalk. So if we're finding any stalks, if we do find those stalks, are they hollowed out? Is it noticeable that, you know, that different soil organisms or that soil biology is getting at this different residues and starting to break it down?
It's pretty much shredded.
Pretty much shredded down. So when we look at the indicator that's identified, natural decomposition of crop residues or organic mulch is expected with crop and conditions.
I would say yes.
So we would say yes for this criteria.